Greetings and salutations, Tomb Dwellers. Welcome back to Heart of the Swarm. Today, we face a crazy Terran. He is highest level in Terran. He's got a lot of levels in Zerg. That's interesting to see. K-Sip is the opponent. Whirlwind is the map. Very large, wide open map at that. Looks like we're going to be spotting out K-Sip spawn first. The red Terran. In the top left, introduction. Then in the bottom left, your host, the Madbag, Zerg. Oh, disgusting. So here we are on Whirlwind. Very large map. Here I am scouting the wrong way on it. Oh, the Overlord. You know, this has rotational symmetry. This is a main base here. You go up, there's a natural. And that little formation rotates to where the natural is no longer up from the main base, but to the right. And then it rotates again to where the natural's down at the bottom, and then it rotates again to where the natural's over at the left. So it's a 4-player map. There are 4 potential spawns. And because my main here starts just a skosh closer to this natural than it does to this main here, I'm going to scout to the right. If he was over here, and if, say, he did a command center first build or something, I would spot him faster than if he were over here and doing anything. So I don't know. Not that that's amazing logic, or that ever really makes a big change in anything. Maybe I would whip out a pool immediately if I came over here and saw a command center already building. I'm in a 15 hatch though, so having thrown that down, this Overlord's not even there yet. I probably wouldn't even be able to throw a pool down any earlier. I would have to have already committed to it. Terran is also going to scout the wrong direction. How fortuitous for me. He's going to get a gas right off the start here. So his opener is going to be a gas included opener. Oh, the possibilities, they remain open. If he leaves this gas, then he's going to do an expand build, and the possibilities are far more restricted. This could still be an expand build with some tech. It could be a tech-heavy build that just hasn't acquired the second gas yet. It could be a number of things. It could be any degree of go-between. Excuse me. Look at this patrol pattern. This Marine wants to make sure that he's not being proxy hatched. This is kind of odd. Okay, the second Marine's out. A lot of times you'll see the Marines stick around this wall to ensure that no Zerglings come up here and peck away at these depots until he's ready to throw a command center out on the low ground, and then you'll see the Marines stick around right up here on the front. Excuse me. Gotta get this Kermit out of my throat. It is going to be a factory. That's his follow-up. He's got the gas. The factory's going down as well. I do have a gas as well. It looks like I'm going up to the 100 for metabolic boost. I can only assume, anyway. That's going to be the choice, given how big of a map this is. The Roach Push, I don't know. He's actually not that far away. The Roach Push might work decent in these positions. I don't know that I know. Yeah, I don't exclusively know where he is yet. I haven't sent any scouts out. It looks like this one's going to be the first scout, and it looks like he's going to pop right up here and see. That Zergling, oh, unless the Marines aren't on the front, there's the command center. So it is still going to be an expand build. It's just going to be apparently a Hellion first expand build. Very common. Used to be like the absolute norm towards the end of the Wings of Liberty days. A lot of times you'd see a Hellion opener with a Banshee follow-up. That was the norm for a good long while. So my Zergling dodged up there, didn't see anything, didn't get attacked. So I still technically don't know where he is. My Overlord's just now floating into position to check this natural out, and this Zergling is going to do the same thing the other one did over there. So now my Zerglings have scouted, and you instantly see this one go right back up the ramp, and boom! The Terran is spotted. I didn't see any buildings, so on the mini-map you're not going to be able to tell. In the fog of war, you're not going to be able to tell, but I as a player know where he is, and he's getting a bunker up. I don't think I saw that. Of course I didn't, because it wasn't in the fog of war. So I don't necessarily know that he's expanding. drone count shall continue. I did go ahead and get a spine crawler. It looks like I spotted the Hellions. The Hellions did kill my Zergling, so even if I got up there late, I would see the roasting corpse of a Zergling. So I would know. Hellions are on the map. Hellions are a threat. The spine crawler's going down. It's not done yet. I do have some Zerglings here. There are slowlings. Oh my god, and they're getting roasted. And it just finished. Speed just now finished. I do have an extra queen as well. I believe this is my third. Yeah, I've got 3 queens. Only 7 Zerglings. Very few. 4 Hellions is enough to one-shot drones. That, 14 damage versus light. That 40 hit points of a drone. Actually, I believe that would allow 3, correct? 3 would one-shot a drone. Yeah, that could be nasty. 4, though, definitely. That allows them to one-shot a drone while 1 is shooting at a Zergling or something else nearby. That little blip, I think, was my Steam. That's not yours. If you just heard that, don't fret. I think that's somebody sending me a message on Steam. Thought I had all those sounds deactivated, but I guess I don't. We'll have to do that again. It looks like I want to expand. Some people might say this is a peculiar choice for an expansion, as my Terran player, my Terran opponent player, is up here on this side. This is a base that kind of moves towards him. This ground rush distance is right outside of a third that he might want to take. And even more so, dropships from his main, they get across this ridiculously fast. I'll tell you why, though. On this map specifically, I really like this third base because this ground is so close to the edge of the map. Medevacs can't go any further left than like right here where I'm highlighting. Uh-oh. Hellions poking up the ramp. Oh, it looks like I'm going to try to get a surround on some. I don't know that this is enough lings. That's a lot of Hellions. I did lose quite a few lings trying to take him, too, and he's going to scout the third. That's going to be okay. Looks like he's going to sit up here and do some damage while he's at it. Anyway, about this expansion. You can put, say, a couple spore crawlers right here, and it completely zones out this entire left side of your whole base. He can no longer get dropships down this left side of the base if you just put a couple spores there. And then you can put like another spore here and like 2 spines here, and this base is basically undroppable. All of his drops have to come out to the right side of the map and then come in from this side of my base. So it basically makes it to where drops can only hit me from one direction. Interesting. I wonder if I spotted that. Even if I don't, you can still see these little discolored circles where those widow mines are, and he cannot see that overlord because it's on the high ground. Good defense from him, though. It would take a lot to break that. And it looks like I don't have a mine to break, and I am getting a Baneling nest, but I'm also getting a Hydralisk den. I'm going higher and higher on them drones. 52 to 46, these are pretty common numbers. That actually puts the Terran right on my heels. With good mule coverage, he would probably be able to keep his income above mine. Maybe not on 2 base, now that I'm starting to get some saturation up on a third. As a matter of fact, yeah, those drones that just popped out, that's going to make my saturation look nice. As you can see on the income, it is a little bit ahead of his. Mules are keeping him real close on my heels, though. He's getting the 3rd command center out, too, so before long, he'll be on a similar position. He's going the 5 Rex, the factory, the 2 engineering bays. It looks like his armory is set to be timed pretty well for when 1-1 finishes. He'll be able to continue 2-2 right along. Like to see smooth timings like that. As I've said before, I like facing smooth timings because if I beat smooth timings, it means I'm using smooth timings. Oh man, I just now took down the rocks. This is going to give me more surface area, but he's got Widow Mines in the mix, and he has Hellions. This is a nasty little bit. Oh, nice! 3 Widow Mines burrowed all together. I used a lot of Banelings to take that out, but... Oh, and a matter of fact, I've only got 3 Banelings left. This could be nasty. I don't have all that many Zerglings either. I am spawning quite a few here. And it looks like, yeah, the reinforcements are just going to be able to clean it up. Wow, that's close, though. Oh, nice. Just getting 1 more before it burrows. There is 1 left. It looks like I'm going to set its cooldown off with a single Zergling. Then I'm going to whip out a Spore Crawler. The Spore Crawlers, I think, you know what? That thing's probably just going to be able to fire. I probably just won't be able to kill it. And it looks like I know that. The Spore Crawler takes barely too long to build. If I had started the Spore Crawler first and then set the cooldown off, I'd probably have enough time. As is, though, I don't. So I didn't kill... he might have actually... he did kill some workers, didn't he? Yeah, we're actually even on workers now. That's never good. Is he going to get that Widow Mine out of there? Oh, 13 health. Really? And he's doing another push immediately. It looks like 1-1 has finished for him. He also has stim, does not have combat shield yet. Oh, that was a double stim on those front forces. This Widowmine could get a nasty hit, though. I got a decent hit. It looks like a Baneling explosion ended up taking it out. So far, I think I'm ahead on the trades. Oh, just barely. The trades have been really close. And honestly, that he's taken a little bit of my economy. Maybe I would say that gives him a slight edge in the trades. What is this? Oh, my. Whooping out expansions off to the right. That might even be far enough out that dropship paths would be not very likely to spot it. He does have his third out now. Oh, and the mules. The income tab is going to be exploding for him. That means the marine count exploding. He's not quite using all of it. He's staying right on me in food count. Just right behind me. What is this? Enduring Locust. There have been a couple things already this match that made me go, oh, Jesus, what is going on? I'm getting the Enduring Locust upgrade. It doesn't look like I've invested in any Swarm Hosts yet. I do have Hydralisks, and let's see, where's that Hydra Den? There it is. I've got both upgrades for the Hydralisks, and I'm starting to get +1 missile attacks. I just now started +2 Carapace. It looks like I got +2 melee first. I think that's a mistake. I think against Terran especially, I should prioritize Carapace upgrades. Well, that's clearly in my sight. Wonder what I'm going to do about that. Oh, and I see some other stuff moving forward too. There are Widow Mines in the mix. This isn't a very big force of infantry, though. Looks like overall my army's larger than his, too. And, you know, a good bit of his is rallied back here. Split up. Some of it's in dropships here and there. This is not the biggest force. What am I... Looks like I'm trying to set up some kind of a flank. This seems kind of dangerous. Oh! I'm going to catch the Marines. Oh, they don't stand a chance. Looks like I'm even doing just a touch of move micro. But he is going to spot out the bases over here. The dropship went just wide enough that it saw my little ninja expands. I never even got to use it. I don't know. Has he seen this one? He hasn't. But if he saw that one, it's possible he'll go check. We're still staying really even on the trades. That surprises me considering that Widow Mines are in the mix. Normally you kind of have to take inefficient trades against Widow Mines. A lot of times, though, you can kind of just clobber over Widow Mines. Controlling against them isn't the hardest thing ever. You take a lot of losses if you don't do at least a little bit of micro against them. A little bit of sin and a couple Zerglings out in front. What is this? Marines? Oh, they're just going to get it before it spawns, too. At least that gives me the money back. 2 Marines. Going a little further than they should. This medevac drop has killed off 2 hatcheries. Super effective medevac drop. They were 2 hatcheries I didn't really need. It looks like those Lings were destined to kill off a couple Widow Mines, or cause Widow Mines to spin their shots, but it didn't quite work out that way. Got a plan for some Zerglings. Oh, but he's got a plan for a drop. And this base is one I would like to keep. I don't have any drones at it. As a matter of fact, taking a look at that worker count again, he's way ahead of me in worker count. Looks like I stopped off when this action started happening. I got a little distracted. Apparently, though, my tech didn't get distracted at all. Ultralisk's on the map at 18 minutes. I'm getting 3 melee. I'm getting chitinous plating. Just now starting the 3 armor. And I have Zergling adrenal glands coming, too. We had a little double attack there. That medevac got taken out, and here's what I was talking about with the edge of the map. Really easy to fortify that base. It looks like I may have went a little bit overboard there. I have to assume that that some of that was product of me being afraid of these Widow Mine pushes he was doing. You can see clearly that I've got a Spore Crawler up on the front. That's an anti-Widow Mine Spore Crawler, not an anti-medevac one. Looks like I did save this base. It took quite a bit of damage, though. A couple more spores, another spine. I'm kind of set up for a push in here, too. I normally spread my forces out about like this whenever I'm getting ready to go at a front. This third is really heavily fortified. It's not a planetary, but it has plenty of defense. That Zergling did cause the expenditure of a Widow Mine, but unfortunately I didn't get anything. I didn't get quite enough in there to really do damage with it. Oh, I like this. Moving a couple Zerglings out into the front. A pack of Zerglings even. This may force the Widow Mines to get off slightly less efficient shots. This really, oh, here we go. Really looks like a push in. Oh, those were decent shots. Oh my god, those were amazing shots. Oh, the Zergling count. It is devastated. He's way ahead of me on supply. He's got 80 supply over me. His army is huge compared to mine. The Ultras have him scared, and for good reason. I mean, they've got strong armor. They've got the full melee upgrades. I've got Hydralisks in the mix, too, that have decent upgrades. This isn't good, though. The Ultralisks, they're taking a lot of damage fast. Oh, and he decimated my army. My God, where did it all go? It all evaporated. Did I even kill any workers? I don't know that I did. He's still sitting at 70. He's got a drop coming in. I don't think it did a lot of damage. Yeah, the workers killed. It's been really small. That surprises me, too, because he's had quite a few drops flinging around here. I guess a lot of his drop attention did go on ninja bases. Oh, and now it's his turn to ninja. Sneaky little guy. 200 food. I can't believe how. Where in the hell is all of his food? He's got some back here, not rallied. He's got a lot of workers for a Terran. Terran going up to 76 workers. That's a little uncommon. He has very few medevacs, but a lot of bio. Here comes another little influx of medevacs. He's also got, I guess that bunker isn't manned. He's got a couple bunkers here and there, though, too. Another medevac heading out. 2 more medevacs heading out. That one looks like it's full of marauders. That's a building sniping medevac, or maybe a defense sniping medevac. Oh, and look at this. Actually, like where he's dropping. That's barely not out of my vision. That totally should be just out of my vision, but it's not. Oh, I'm just now starting to get swarm hosts out. He sniffs it out, though. He's hitting them right as they come in. And here comes his push out. Wow, what weird positioning for my swarm hosts. This might actually help me get some kind of a natural surround. We've got a medevac going into the main. We've got a single marine. Looks like he's going into my 4th. Oh, Baneling hits connect. I've got locusts coming from his top. I don't have a lot of hydras here, though. He doesn't know where my swarm hosts are coming from. He's getting ready to get a real good idea, though. Now he's got some infantry. Those infantry don't have medevac support. That is not a good engagement. But he's got red all over. He brought these in here. He's got the drop going off in my base. It looks like it picked off the Ultralisk cavern. I'm rebuilding it. There's a lot of red here. It looks like I'm defending most of it, but it's just so spread out. Are the Zerglings gonna cut it? Oh, just not. 1 Marine, are you joking? It looks like I'm getting pretty overzealous. He tried to do a little drop on my undefended swarm hosts, but I was able to respond just in time. All of a sudden, this match got heavy. The action is all over the place. Injections popping off. I might have just enough defense there to deal with that. The Locusts are a great way to push in here and consistently do damage. I really don't have... Oh, no. Oh, no. This is terrible. Oh, the Widow Mines. At least the Banelings killed them back. Jesus, that was terrible. Again, I killed 1 Widow Mine over there just by happenstance Baneling explosions. Not the way you want to be losing Banelings, though. Oh, I should totally go up there, too. There's only 1 Widow Mine left, and that is mostly defenseless. I should at least send some Zerglings. Oh, he's trying to drop on my swarm hosts again. He actually got a few of them. Now he's pushing into my Ultralisk on the front. He's spreading me out really good, considering how close this little battle is. And I mean by like how on top of swarm hosts he is on one side, and he's gonna barely push this out with the Widow Mine coverage. Oof! I'm just not going to take that. God, there's so many Banelings popping in right there, though. Oh, nice! The Ultralisk burrows. It's not going to work, though. He's going to take him out. We've still got a Marine over there being neglected at this point. Looks like some of my saturation has switched around. I'm staying roughly on 3 base. Actually, no, not at all. 52 drones. Means I'm barely above 2 base income. Oh, no, and a Queen. A Queen with 2 weapon upgrades cannot kill a 3-3 Marine with a medevac over him. He's staying fully healed. I need more support. Looks like the swarm hosts, the locusts, are continuing to put a little bit of pressure on. Also wasting these Widow Mine cooldowns. That's really good. What's the cooldown on locusts? I actually don't know. 25-second timed life. Is that how long the cooldown? Yeah, the cooldown is 25 seconds too. Oh no! No swarm host! Run! Damn. Only thing that's really difficult to control about swarm hosts is your rallies. Actually, I'm not doing a great job popping these guys up and moving them. Him knowing where they are, that allows him to deal with them a lot easier than if there's just locusts and he never sees the swarm hosts themselves. Getting a 5th out. Looks like it's in kind of a dangerous spot. I don't quite have creep spread over there. Even more important, I don't have creep spread past it. Getting creep spread past a base will let you see stuff like this coming in. It looks like I got lucky with the angle. He could have come a little bit further over, and I would not have seen this until it got to the hatchery. As is, I'm going to be able to defend that pretty easy. He's got a couple drops going off at the same time, though. This could be nasty. I've got some defense here, but they're They're kind of back off the hatchery. Oh, it looks like I'm just going to get pissed and go to the front. He might actually get this hatchery. He's staying away from those defenses perfectly. Oh, but I'm going for the third, and the third does not have enough defenses. He needs to keep this third. This third is a big part of his income right now. Ultimately, he's got the fourth in the top right. That ninja expansion is going to help a lot if this third falls. Oh, he's going to try to hit the swarm host, but I did finally move him. And I'd like to see this. He thinks there's swarm hosts there. Psych y'all mind. No swarm hosts for you. It looks like I was going to bring some army back to help defend my base. And he's going to try to push out in the swarm hosts, but it's going to stop my army from defending my base. I don't know if he can take it. Yes, I've got just the baneling count. The Hydras in the mix on the back end. I'm still not getting the final ranged upgrade. His drops are decimating stuff over here. He's totally taken out my third. He left the defenses there. That's why I was saying I went overzealous. It's defended off the back, sure, but it was defended off the back before. I don't know, these two spine crawlers, this one even is a bit much. All three of these could have been up here. It would have been more appropriately defended. It looks like Zergling rallies are going to clean that up. And I've still got a decent force at the front. All Hydras, though. Hydras are not good against Bio, supported by Medivacs, unless they've got some Locusts to tank for them. And it looks like I'm trying to get even more aggressive with the Swarm Hosts. I'm pushing right in. I must not know. Yeah, I don't know about the ninja in the top right. Bad of me to have not even checked it yet. He thinks he's going to get a little push off here, but I've got Locusts in the mix. Oh, man. Oh, Widowmine does get a shot off. Oh, and he's got scan coverage. Oof. Losing Swarm Hosts, not good. Big losses. It looks like overall units lost. I'm in a pretty good spot, but I'm up in the army supply. The bases, though. Oh, and the drop is continuing. Oh, he's making me pull my workers again. The worker count staying pretty even considering how much I'm losing all the damn time. I did finally back the swarm hosts all the way off. He's only got, is that the one? I guess he's got 2 orbital commands and then 1 planetary. So he doesn't have that many mules to drop, honestly. He's got pretty solid saturation over here, though. That's a good source of income. God, these drops, are you joking? It is so annoying. Oh, are these banelings just leaving? Don't leave. Come over here, banelings, please. Protect my mineral lines. Too many workers there. That should be split up. Another push on the front. Oh, I'm going to get that command center. It's going to burn even if the Hydras don't finish it. Wasting ultras at the front, though. That's going to help even up these resources lost real quickly. Oh, my God. And this Widowmine coverage is actually brutal. If any of these come back off cooldown. Oh, and I'm going to see it now. Just a second. Too late. He's going to try to sprint out here and take out my swarm hosts. They might be just too fast, though. 2.25, at least before the concussive shell. That's the same as infantry, but with the stem. Oh, my God, he really stemmed those. He stemmed those deep into the red. He's going to get every single one of those, too. I'm not watching. What is this? I'm mining off his potential third. Let's take stock of this game. God, it's really broken down crazily. I'm slightly ahead in the army count. Actually, army supply is almost dead even. Mine's a little bit more valuable than his, though. He's got a lot of Widow Mines. Those can be really tricky. Widow Mines can allow him to probably decimate everything I have, especially if he engages in a way that allows him to get a couple shots off. Ah, here we go. I'm finally sending Zerglings out to scout everything. What do we have here? Ah, yeah, Zergling on patrol, hitting the main points, and he is going to find that base. Meanwhile, I'm going to push back towards the front. These infantry are still really low, but if he can kite me back into these Widow Mines could get off beautiful hits. It looks like he moved most of them. And again, jockeying this command center around, it would almost be better just in place, dropping mules up here. I do finally know about that ninja. The planetary has the kill. That is the 1 Zergling. Wonder what I'm going to do about that. I need to do something. I like my income, though. My harvesters are just ahead of his, and I've got the bases to mine wherever I want. I've got the bases to use all my harvesters. It looks like I did finally spread some of these out. I've got some long-distance mining still. That's definitely not ideal. This is decent, though. That could have something added, I'm sure. Such a low-economy game, though. His drops landing all over me, taking me out all the time. My big, meaty pushes right up his front, making him feel the pain. His medevac count has been so low. Oh, and the workers. Idle workers, not good. The income tab shows. I've got a nice little edge over him. Oh, another push. Here we go. He's going to micro back into this choke. I don't see any Widow Mines in play. Widow Mines could really turn this around in a nasty way. Oh, and he's going to GG. It's just too much. I'm pushing at the front. Oh, it looks like he even had some Hydras coming over. Going to put some siege on the planetary. Hydras there would have been able to set behind the mineral line and stay out of range of the planetary, yet still snipe off workers. Although only 3 Hydras. He probably could have just attacked me with workers and stopped that harass. It would have cost him. Spent a lot of time supply capped in that one. I wasn't spotting it, but I wonder if he was killing overlords or something. Maybe I was just playing bad. A lot of times if the heat goes up, the build order breaks down. Unit killed count. Wow. A Terran on bio actually ended up having a very close unit killed count. That's weird. Normally Terrans have a lot higher killed units than do a Zerg when they're facing a Zerg. So many cheap units on the Zerg side. Wow, this worker's active just plummeted. That must have been when I finally pushed in, took out the third. He had run out of minerals in his main and natural to saturate. Once I took the third down, these are huge mule dumps, I'm sure. It's kind of crazy looking, looks like horns. Last but not least, that army value. Yeah, this was the huge push in where I lost my ass to Widow Mines. I really was not watching it. I was not watching for the little shadowed circles. Took a lot out there. I might have been able to win right there, honestly. I think shortly after that is where I took out that third of his. Yeah, it was a ways after that, actually. Almost have dilly-dallied around right there. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, folks, and I will see you on the other side.